Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to stream. It is lovely to have you here. Sabs and Josh and Nikki and Nobu and Meaty and Winter. And yeah, for those wondering what a Xenogears is, imagine a robot. Okay? You all have an idea in your head of what you're imagining. Imagine that. Now imagine that was big. I know. You're going to take a minute. You're going to compose yourselves. That's what we're dealing with here. Robot, but bigger. Honestly, this game's concepts are beyond astounding. Anyway, between streams, I think I got myself in a pretty solid position. No, a big robot to fight God. It's only powered by, I think, like 1/7 or 1/8 of God. Anyway, so yeah, between streams, I made a little bit of money, and we all have pretty much the same setup, which is a frame HP 50, lovely, a Z charger, so the charge command normally restores 30 fuel. Now it restores 500. Well, Winter, I think Faye is the host of the spirit of the Slayer of God. Like, you could argue that is referring to Weltall, which becomes Weltall 2, which becomes Xenogears. But I feel like Faye is the host. But it's all very confusing. And then everybody else also got a GNRS 50, which increases engine output by 50%. So to give you an idea, it increased my attack by 350. Is Faye Weltall is such a concerningly specific question, Winter. It's a well, no, but actually yes. No. Here's the thing, Nikki. It cost me so much money to give anybody else anything. I finished before I bought things last stream, I had like 300,000 gold. And now that's what I've got. Anyway, speaking of that, we actually need to go back downstairs. He could be riding around in his own chest. Man, why did nobody just have a big version of themselves as a gear? Man, Winter, I need to rewatch Ava because I only remember the first 3 Ava units. I don't remember it at Unit 04. Is that from the kid that Shinji kissed? You're the only ones who can save us. We're counting on you. Oh lord, I can never remember, Meaty. Young master, you better not die. Of course, I'm not gonna die. Quit saying such weird stuff. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. You'll make it back. When you come back, I'm going to... Well, I just thought maybe I could be closer to you, you know. Again, knowing their canon ages, less concerning, the character design is very young. Hey, whoa, quit it. Do you know what you're saying? Just kidding. Young Master, you're all panicked. Funny, I don't see Boingo anywhere. Where'd she go off to? No, sadly, the penguin is not a character. I'm going to add Emeralda to my party. No, you can't even interact with Penguin. Anyway, I have... Wow, sorry. Meaty, that kind of sniped me. Yes. I do have a plan for a less terrible final boss this time, and it largely involves those chargers and the thing that makes... Observe! Look at Boingu! Jesus. I was not prepared. I didn't forget about Boingu. I just assumed that as a character, she wouldn't constantly be standing yet. A constant with a lowercase sign. Oh my lord, I don't know. This is... Boingu, what in the world are you doing here? You don't need any maintenance work. You're in the way. Go eat some food and take a nap or something. I'm exhausted, Chew. Since you're here, I'd like a massage. Just kidding. Ellie, she was so kind. I know I'm not the only one who miss her. I know Bart, Margie, Billy, Sheeta, Enrico, Maria, Emeralda, and Faye all do, Chew. Although they don't say it, I can feel it. Standing here, I remember her kind and gentle smile. Ellie will return, won't she? Thanks, Boingu. Thanks for trying to reduce all this tension in the air for me. I'll remember this. Okay, that's real sweet, actually. Anyway, Ellie's gotta be alive, right? Hey. Let's go back to the room. Margie seemed worried. Okay, I'll come too. Okay, so here's the thing, Nikki. I didn't or is there something else I forgot about, Nikki? It wouldn't be the first time. I've forgotten several things in my life, like 6 of them. Oh! Oh, yeah. Like, X element of... You know, I know that Boingu becomes as big as a gear, but Boingu is rarely as big as a gear. I may have been getting in everyone's way up to now, but I can't stand to think Faye and all his friends may perish away like us. I'm going to fight so that this kind of thing never happens to anyone again. One thing I'm sad about. When I fought Hammer, because I didn't beat him properly, I didn't get the trader card. The trader card lets you get rare items, which means between streams I was not able to get speed shoes for everybody. I would have been able to if I'd had the trader card. But I can live without them. Speed shoes, correct. Anyway, before we go kill God, which, I mean, it's not. The closest thing this universe has to God is the wave existence. Deus is just a computer. It's a computer powered by an artifact which interacts with God. But that is not God. Sorry, I suddenly thought about using like a piece of the True Cross to power your PS5, and that's essentially what's happening here. Which suddenly makes it a lot weirder. Even though we don't have anything to buy, we are going back to the lighthouse. It's not a gun. It's a submarine. Obviously, Winter. Yes, Nikki is indeed an element of cuties. Chat, we found it. A way to call Nikki cute that she doesn't fully understand and so therefore cannot refute. Now... Oh! Oh, hi! Wow! These dudes hit real hard, actually. So, there's an area here where apparently it is better to go on foot. I think it's that little, like, manhole there. Yeah, looks like we can get out of our cares and go in here on foot. This is apparently cool. Well, Paula, I wonder who could induce me to do such a thing. Not you, because I like hanging out with you. Got him. Chat, Paula just got so got. Like, so completely got. This is actually super cool. Oh, no way! There's a thing in the subway car? Oh, I didn't need to buy... Oh, well. Yeah, she's so small. So tiny and baby. Where are we? Yo! Old versions of Faye and Ellie. from the Zeboim civilization. Ugh. Took me like 4 attempts to say that. No, she's made out of nanomachines, Winter. I don't see her being particularly heavy. She's just like a cloud. Ah, at Christmas. Kim? I still find it really weird that Ellie's name is the same in every incarnation. But we've got Kim, we've got Lacan, we've got Faye. They're all different. I think it's really interesting. Congratulations, Ellie. Another year has come and passed. Yes, Happy New Year, Kim. I wish they'd given her just a single sprite smiling. No, Paula, I did join Tria and I think you for one peak. It is super not my game. I don't know what it is, but just now, you sounded like an old person speaking. Yeah, it's age. No, well, this time last year I never thought this war would come this far. Yes, but we managed to get by without getting involved. But it's not over yet. Why, at this very moment, people are still dying. Yeah! Ooh, rad! Cool thing to talk about at Christmas. I don't think I ever played Repo. Let's stop talking about this. Let's not dwell on the past year, not at the start of a new year. Yes, well, today at least I want to spend a day without worrying. God, he looks good in a suit. Stupid idiots, a bunch of fools. Kim, you're too loud. I don't care if they hear me. All the people here are also fools. Kim! God, you're embarrassing your girlfriend. Think about it. What's the purpose of fighting each other on such a tiny planet as this? Fighting out of fear of being hunted into a corner? Rushing in to fight as if there were only so many reserved seats to the right of life? Starting a war is stupid. Inciting it is also stupid. Killing people as an act of terrorism or as a protest against wars that kill people is just as stupid. You're all fools. Kim, I felt sorry for that child, but I don't think people in Ravine destroyed the generator with that intention. Man, there's like... I suddenly really want this as like a prequel story. Oh yeah, that'll happen, Paula. They don't have any other ways to express themselves. The government is the one to blame. I mean, mostly. Is that a good enough reason for that child or those dead people? It wasn't much of an operation. It was difficult, but there was enough chance to win. We'd have won if we had better equipment. That child would have been saved if there was electricity. It's not just that child. 5 people died in my hospital. The ICU didn't function. Stupid, just fools. Humans, creatures are meant to live. Why do they want to die out? Why do they strangle themselves? Humans are defective creatures, a bunch of fools. That's why genetic damage is up lately. The birth rate is also going down. Only 30 years to live? Nature, this planet, won't allow humans to live any longer than that. Wow! I mean, 10 years in Xenoblade 3, but that's still not a long time. Am I a fool too? Yeah, a fool for my loving. I had a physical at the hospital today. They said I can't have children because of hereditary genetic damage. So, this is what I suspected. But whoever reincarnates as Faye or Ellie, they don't have to be descendants They're just reincarnates. I can't create life. I'm a creature waiting to become extinct. Am I also a fool? Oh, 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 oh. Them some sexy fish. God, I love popping saps as berries into my mouth. Just makes such a good snack. It's no good. It's not gonna work. I guess she's gonna have to peg me and hope I get pregnant. Somehow we must break the spell or the humans on this planet will die out. No, I don't care about humans. Life itself will be ruined if we don't do something. Some pure life, not cursed. A pure life. Yeah, Josh, surely this is what we all think about? This is the new spirit vessel that will break the curse. It hasn't awakened yet. The form was created by nanomachines, but neural simulation hasn't been done by the assembler tower. It's physically stable, but still doesn't function as a living creature yet. A nanomachine colony. No matter how many times we rewrite the hereditary codes, the impressions embedded in our bodies cannot be stopped. It was necessary to pursue this further. We had to recreate the molecular, actually the atomic level, by referring to the structural patterns of you and I. So this is their child. Like, this is genetically their child, even though they couldn't have a child. This child holds our futures and possibilities. Can this child be the angel who can give us more time? I remember long ago, you, Kim, died right before Town died. It was because soldiers of Town tried to use me. That's right. Jack, put your kid in a tube. There is zero problems with putting your kid in a tube. The memory in my soul, it was left in me for your sake. While I being held, Krelian told that the ultimate work of art that technology gave birth to. I mean, to be fair, Josh, literally the plot of like several horror books. So yeah. Yes, I knew I was thing. Look, my body. Different from Maria, Margie, and Ellie. Human imitation, but different. Kim and Ellie said I was Angel. No, unfortunately not Winter. Something mental stimulation. Yes, you're the child I, or Kim, wished for. Kim has been a part of me, in my blood, passing his memory down the generations for the past 4,000 years. Existing for the day that the child who Kim was never able to embrace for so long would be born. Faye, thank for being substitute Kim till now, but it okay. I be strong and make Kim and Ellie proud that I their child. Aww. Meaty, the, an. Those are the English articles. They're basically used to indicate specificity of nouns. So it is a way you differentiate between, for example, a computer and the computer. A computer is just any computer. The computer refers to a specific one. I'd be strong and make Kim and Ellie proud that I their child. What? Hey, buddy, so hot. That is called a fever, and you need some Tylenol. Anytime, meaty. Yeah, you're right, she does need cowbell. Hey, hold me tight, don't let go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, huh? Hey, buddy. I became adult. I not get in your way anymore. I mean, cool, weird, but cool. I mean, that's cool. I assume it didn't change anything, like give her a bunch of... No, she's got the same death blows. Oh my god, Dark Beast is such a good name. I wish I could spend the time to level up all of these characters. Genuinely, the problem is just... the game doesn't have the content for it. I could, Nikki. And you know what? If it weren't a stream, I might. But there are other things I want to play. But also, this is cool. Okay, they're not like weird white pigtails. That's just like tassels on her top or something. I do wish there was more opportunity to like explore Emeralda's character and everything. Biggest thing a remake of this would need to do is just finish it. Yeah. Oh my lord, please, like, can I not get out of here? Ah, there we go. Ribbons, there we go. I will attempt to get into a fight. Ideally, not with people who will instantly murder me. Oh, it would have been so cool if her gear got modified as well. Oh, hi, dragon. Yeah, I get up to die. Oh. Oh, I don't like you. That's a lot of damage, actually. That's a lot of eyeballs. So true, Beatty. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to drop a save state in case I run into something giant that will instantly kill me. And let's see if we can have a grown-up Emeralda in combat. Whoa! Ma'am, the flip? Who gave you permission to be that cool? That's the wrong button combo. Oh yes, this is Faye's last death blow. In which he doesn't actually attack, he just sucks out their life. Which is incredibly hardcore. I'm not sure I like the sultry over-the-shoulder look. Let's just go back in to get Bart, because he's the one who's powered up. I don't know what you mean by billboard in this context, Meaty. Yeah. The fact that it's a fully 3D camera with 8 directional sprites does result in some weird perspective. To be clear, I love it. But it is very much its own thing. Honestly, I'm so used to it at this point that I would want a remake to be a sprite game. I'm not sure if I want it to be like full HD 2D because I'm shaky on that on that aesthetic as a general rule. I'm not the biggest fan, but I also think like a Xenogears remake needs to be sprite work if you want it to be proper. So I'm just pulling up the guide. I'm not pretending I'm not, because this last section is so complex. Yeah. And also, oh my lord, me, the hand-drawn backgrounds would make me so happy. So yeah, the sprite work is fantastic, and I think in anything that's not sprite animated, you lose a lot of that charm. I also would want it to maintain this combat system. I want a turn-based, like button combo system. The combos don't all have to be exactly the same. There's a lot of opportunity for refinement, for improvement, blah 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 blah. I want the same soul. Ooh, I'm not sure about that one, Meaty. Anyway, get ready for the next hour and a half-ish, maybe 2 hours. Absolutely, Josh. I don't want much more than that. Plus, of course, like, finish disc 2. As far as I'm aware, it was a time thing, not a budget thing. So they've probably got all of the notes somewhere. They've got early prototype versions of things. Oh, I mean, I love this game as it is. I didn't know how much I'd like it. I'm glad the answer is many. Wow, off the bat. Oh, Nikki, speaking of, I am planning Golden Sun this year. It's my next, like, major... No, it's not my next major one, but it's... So my next stream theme is going to be games that I wish I'd finished. So it's games that I've started and never finished, and Golden Sun is on that list. I mean, Nikki, this is an odd pick, to be clear. It's just a good odd pick. Yeah. Ooh, do it, Sabs. It's a very good final boss. Especially, like, lore-wise. Honestly, Josh, yeah. Like, there are issues with doing it, but I also don't think there's any way to say to people, we've made a remaster or remake of Xenogears, and Disc 2 involves people sitting in stairs and talking at you. Fuel leak, you son of a bitch. It's a good thing I can charge, so. I mean, Sabs, you watched me play DS3, no? So you know how I struggled with the Soul of Cinder. Excuse me? Ooh, actually mad now. By the way, for anybody keeping track, which I'm guessing is nobody, we are dealing a stupid amount more damage than before. Our attack is increased by 350, our attack stat. But the actual output is so much higher than that. Because we got all those cool things to stick in our slots. Jet, get cool things. Stick them in your slots. Paula, who hit you with a restraining order for putting things in your own slots? Now I'm concerned by judicial overreach. Not a phrase I use often. Oh, meaty, that's a fantastic combination. Whoa! Whoa, that had the same effect as Vierge. That's interesting. I mean, it's probably just a copied attack. There's probably no, like, lore reason for it. Nope, don't want to hop there. You know, it was warm for a few days, and I fell for false spring. I fall for it every year. But now we've got winter too. Hello, Summer. Thank you for the resub. Summer in the steel chair? Not with, in. Man, getting 500 fuel back instead of 30 feels genuinely incredible. Oh shit. Meaty, I just saw you redeem the hydrate. Anyway, I bring up fake spring because it's snowing again, and we got freezing rain. I don't know if you'll get freezing rain where you live, but it is the worst weather in the world. So, Meaty, imagine this. Imagine it's like -1, -2 Celsius. It doesn't snow. It rains. But it rains a mix of water and ice pellets, and because it's below zero, the rain freezes on the ground. Everything gets covered in a thin layer of ice. It's awful. Thank you, Summer. Oh, confusion. Thank you for the Paula. I'm glad you appreciate how terrible it is, Josh. The only good thing about freezing rain is that dead trees, where every single branch is covered in a thin layer of ice, is weirdly beautiful. I mean, I assumed some Meaty. So, did you go to, like, a fancy shit restaurant, or where did you eat the shit in dress shoes? You know, I feel like the Z charger, obviously having the extra damage is massive, and it's just allowing me to plow through a lot of enemies. But I feel like the Z charger is doing more work than anything else. Because being able to get back fuel after healing so easily, absolutely massive. I'm also seeing attacks from them that I didn't see last time, so that's nice. God, imagine grabbing an angel by the head and kneeing it in the face. Faye out here living my dreams. Oh, yeah, genuinely, motion sickness alert. If you are very sensitive to motion sickness, I would say look away until I tell you that it's over. Because this part sucks. Okay, it's over. There'll be another section later. I'll warn you about that one as well. Interesting, Meaty. Okay, now I do have to refer to the guide because this is very difficult. It's at least difficult to get all of the cool stuff. Wait, I don't need to get stuff. Oh shit, I can just do this the quick way. I've already been here, so I've got all of the stuff. No, I still need to do it. I still need to do it at least partly. Yeah, I'm probably not going to respond to chat for a while, for the simple reason that I need to kind of concentrate on... I need to concentrate on a very confusing map. I'm sure you all will forgive me. So yeah. That's what's going to happen for a couple of minutes. I've got to navigate a slightly confusing maze? Is it a maze? Maze-like situation. Well, it is a maze, I guess. In order to hit at least 2 switches in order to open up the way out of this. And then up here. Second, I thought I had the wrong spot, but no, this is correct. And then along there. Okay, here is, it's actually switch number 3. Oh shit, the switches are still activated. Oh, that makes it even easier. Okay, I was wrong. I don't need to do all of this. Switch 3 and 4 remain activated. Oh, this makes life so much easier. Yeah. Okay, that is not actually an elevator. It just looks like one for some reason. Nikki, leave Nobu alone. Nobu is allowed to never forgive me for that thing I didn't have a choice about.
This is illegal, you know.
No, it's not. It's perfectly legal. Are y'all being mean to Nobu while I can't see chat? Okay, just be careful of Nobu's brain pain. Oh, that's the wrong way. You can always tell an area is well designed when it's hard to follow with a map. Okay, this is exit 1, which brings me out here. Yes, that's the way to go. By the way, there was a dude there. Ooh. There was a dude there who would fully heal me, but I really don't kind of need it at the moment. Ow! I take it back. Okay, here. These guys do hurt. You know, it just occurred to me. Something I wish this game had, that I think all of the Xenoblade games have. I wish the battle music changed at some point. Oh, also, just heal yourself up a little bit. Okay, that's exit 4. Which brings me out here. I've already pressed the button. Okay, that's the direction I want to be facing in. Hang on. Did I just go up here entirely unnecessarily? Yeah, I did. I think. Yeah. Where the hell am I? How did I get there? Oh my lord, I'm so confused. Is this the right way? I've got a map and I don't know where I'm going. No, Nobu, don't lie to Meaty. Quaternions are the devil's numbers. One day a villain will come up to you, and he'll offer to give you a fiddle of gold if you can solve a Quaternion equation, and unfortunately you will be fucked. No, I said they're the devil's numbers. The devil is cool. He's still the devil. I didn't say they're not cool. I just said they're evil. But no, I've never properly grokked Quaternions, and I don't think I ever will. Yeah, so this is a more complex number. It's a complex number with 3 imaginary dimensions. I can't quite explain it, but these are Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters. I speak to Cahill quite frequently. I believe he's doing pretty well. It's worth an enormous amount. I will do my best to remember to tell him. Chat, another emotion sickness segment coming. I'll let you know when it's done. In my opinion, this one is worse because it spins faster.
I want me some glory hole.
This is not a glorious hole. This is not a hole of glory. Okay, Nobu, you can come back. Nikki didn't want you to leave. Hyperbolic time chambers? Neat. Gear items. Man, Crescent is the one that most needs an upgrade, and I might just do it. Because as my technically daughter, she definitely deserves it. Sure, Apollo. What are the options? I think Nikki's put in her vote. It's quite subtle, though. I can't quite tell what she's after. Okay. Let's go. There's definitely some... There are going to be some weird sounds soon. I mean, I've never had a Sloppy Joe, but they look good and they sound really good. So, I think that would be my vote, Paula. Thank you.
Eggs.
Meaty, that wasn't one of the options. Yes, I do want to jump inside. There's the weird sounds. This is... What are those 4 orbs spinning around it? Seems as if the power of those 4 things is supporting the center. So that means that big thing in the middle is the core of Deus? Probably. Who cares about those orbs? Let's just crush the core. Striking directly at the center rather than using fuel unnecessarily. That is one strategy.
Oh boy! I'm so hungry, I could eat an Octorok!
Do not eat the god. From. This god is a bad god made out of computer, and it will be crunchy and bad for your teeth. I believe another plan of attack would be to defeat its surroundings first. If we decide to attack the supporting orbs first, then it might be wise to leave the battles up to us. We should be able to do something about them without using up Faye's power. That'll allow him to use the full power of Xenogears to defeat Deus. And yes, of course, to save Ellen. Whether we do a direct strike to the core or take down the supports first, I guess that is best left up to Faye to decide. The answer is take out the supports. Every one of them gives Deus a certain power and more health. You know, Meaty, if that question had been looks like, I think you would have had an argument there. I don't think game cartridges are famous for tasting good. Thanks, everyone. To attack Deus directly or to take out its supports first. I wonder which is best. Okay. I wish there were a heal in here. I understand why there isn't. Partly because it would just make, like, the whole choice here irrelevant. But I still get to wish. Earthly Anointment, which does, I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say a shit ton of damage. Damn it.
They call me Mr.
G-Ray.
Pig!
How are you enjoying Shantae? I played one of the Shantae games on, I think, DS or 3DS, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh no, Nobu. I unfortunately fear it would work. Oh, that's such a cool concept, Greg. How far did you get in Shantae? Hell yeah. Man, this dude wrecked me last time. That's too many attacks, actually. Have a good nap and then a good work. Hell yeah, Greg. Did you switch locations or something? I don't know. Whatever. Have a good nap. Oh no, Greg got a new apartment. That's what happened. I forgot that. That was so much easier than last time. Okay. I'm going to save state between each one because I am able to. I want to do a specific one last. And it's not this one, so that's fine. Yeah, this is a weird move that just freezes one person, but it doesn't do much more than that to attack. Yeah, this is a good opportunity to charge up. Actually, that's a good chunk of damage. I don't like that. This is still a very tough series of fights, which, I mean, it should be. Normally top left to bottom... I normally read rows then columns. Eh, Meaty, I'll let you know. I am not currently bothered. But, like, I don't think there is a single correct way to do it. Maybe it is Trump. Maybe it's not wind. Okay, I do want to heal up a little bit. Whoa, okay, that'd be crazy, Tron. Okay. Is this who I want to fight next? Yes. Okay. While it's in counter mode, I'm just going to charge up for a bit. Because it doesn't deal a lot of damage. It mostly heals itself, and that means this is a really great opportunity for me to get some fuel back. There we go. There's a point at which you just have to attack even if it's going to counter. Because otherwise we're never going to get through what it's healing. Oh, it's got so little health, actually. So we've sealed everything except Deus's most frustrating ability. But that's also one of the weakest pillars. Oh, Lord Trump. Yeah, this is the biggest issue with this one. Well, it has two issues. The other one is it very frustratingly counts as a small enemy, so you cannot use death blows on it. But removing Deus's ability to do that is super useful. Because otherwise it'll just keep doing that. And as fast as we can get it back, it's still not ideal. Jesus. I wanted to get health back on this one. It doesn't seem to be going that way. Let's just see if we can kill it without healing here. We can heal between. Oh, that's a 50% damage attack. Attack level infinite is great. Because more than anything, it multiplies the fuel you get back by 10. So instead of 500, it becomes 5,000. Which means I can heal with no concerns. I think I should charge now, rather. This fight is more of a slog than anything else. Hey, but we did it. So, Deus is going to have the lowest health that it can have. And on top of that is going to be missing some of its most dangerous abilities. We're a little bit low on fuel, specifically for Bart, but we'll manage. Oh lord, dot product and cross product I remember, but I don't remember the details. I haven't even heard of the other two. Okay. And now we actually get new boss music. It's starting with that? Oh, that's rude, actually. But that is a counter. Which means it's actually something I can deal with a lot more easily. It gives me a good opportunity to charge fuel. Okay, it's not only a counter. Yeah, it does do that a little bit, easy. The thing is, I need to deal damage, but more than that, I need to survive. Oh. I remember this being quite scary. 10k-ish damage, I think. Yeah. I can kind of rely on Faye for damage here. Everybody else just kind of needs to survive. I mean, so does Faye.
Leave it to Ryan!
Man. Ryan would do so much in this fight. Like, obviously in context, Ryan would do no better than... no better than somebody like Faye. But out of context, the things that Ryan has fought... That did no damage for some reason. I'm not complaining. This is the scariest attack by far. Thank you for the dukes, Trom. The thing is, since the major thing he does is a counter, I can take some time to charge up. And since my charge is a lot more effective. Ow. That's confusion, which is not ideal. Okay. It did, Josh. It's just a rare attack. Oh, hell yeah. Paula? Hello? Ultimate break. Well, rip Bart. Okay, now we've just got to go on the offense. The thing is, unlike last time I did this fight, I at least feel like I have a shot. Ugh, Cosmic Crusher is scary. I genuinely think the biggest problem is how little fuel I came in. Oh my god, I did it! Trom, thank you for the up! That game's so close.
I want me some glory hole.
This truly is the most gloried of holes. Oh lord. Oh, Nikki, please be joking. I can't do a phase 2. Okay, Nikki appears to be joking. I cannot tell you the joy it brings me to have 7 giant robots and then alongside them a single kaiju-sized puffball. Brilliant design. Possibly the design of all time. What happened? My gear won't budge anymore. Ah. The Zohar modifier is what produced ether on this planet. Ether is the energy source for all of these. So technically, only Boingu and possibly Xenogears, for being its own special thing, can move. The Zohar modifier has ceased functioning. That is probably the reason why our gears cannot move anymore. There's only a slight energy response coming from the core now. What about Ellie? What's happening to her inside of that thing? The Deus systems bind on her should have worn off now. So why aren't we getting any kind of response? You don't think we hurt her in that battle too? Faye, calm down. The sensors are picking up a response from a life form within Deus. It's probably Ellie, so do not worry. I believe she's okay. I will marry Weltol. Absolutely. It is such a cool design. The only problem with it is every time it upgrades, it is a visual downgrade. But you didn't say Weltol 2 or Xenogears. You said Weltol. And that is the best looking... Actually, I'll fuck it. I'll fuck Weltol. It is the best looking machine in this whole series. No, I'll marry it because Brigadier brings the whips, which is good for like a single session, but not a long-term thing. And I don't want to marry or fuck Choo Choo, so I'm sorry. There are others of your species. They will go on, even if you do not. It's probably Ellie, so do not worry. I believe she's okay. I'm sorry, Nikki. It is what must happen. Heck, meaty. Ellie, can you hear me, Ellie? Deus is no longer active. It's all over now. So come out of there. Show me your face, Ellie. Don't worry about it, Josh. What's happening? Doc, what's going on? What's wrong? How is he supposed to know? I'm now detecting a tremendous amount of energy coming from within Deus. It seems as if something that was sealed up till now has suddenly been freed and is growing enormously. Yeah, the wave existence. This was the plan. It couldn't be the wave existence? The wave existence? That's gotta be it. The wave existence was just freed from its cage of fleshly existence in Zohar. It's probably attempting to return to the higher dimension that it originally came from. Which means this is the after effect of the dimensional shift? What do you mean after effect? It's like a shockwave that is induced by the dimensional displacement. But so much energy? If this much energy is unleashed here and now. Okay. I wonder if this coincides with the moment in Xenoblade X, spoiler, at the end, when they arrive in this universe, because that's also a dimensional shift. And that would make sense that the only time there's enough energy to do that is when there's already nonsense going on. If so much energy is unleashed, then what'll happen, Doc? Tell us. Then this planet will be annihilated. Okay, so maybe not. These numbers indicate that it has more than enough energy to take out a whole planet. What you mean? You can't be serious.
Unacceptable!
I know, Trom. But, like, what can they do? If planet go boom, planet go boom. It's the natural consequence of freeing God from, you know, the prison of his earthly existence, fleshly existence, whatever. We all fought so hard, only to see this happen? Isn't there anything we can do? Can't we stop the after effect? Oh, someone's gonna have to sacrifice themselves, and I'm betting it's Faye. Unfortunately, there is nothing we can do. Almost all machinery, including our gears, are out of commission due to Zohar having been shut down. Boingu isn't. She could. This time, there is nothing we can do. To put it to you straight, this is the end for us. This is freaking stupid. How the hell could it all end like this? What were we all fighting for up to now? One thing I like is the wave existence presumably feels no, like, pity. It got what it wanted. It exists outside of time and space. The destruction of one planet in the scope of the universe is irrelevant. The vibrations are intensifying. God, why did I put my Hitachi up so high? Hold on a sec. No, these vibrations are different. It has to be something else causing it. Look! Deus is rising? What is it this time?
You can't have a rainbow without Rhine, baby.
Deus is releasing its remaining energy and is beginning to accelerate. If it continues to accelerate at this rate, it will soon leave the atmosphere. Yo! So the wave existence does maybe feel some... You don't think. Think what? That it's Ellie? Oh, it's Ellie. Yeah, that's right. The wave existence doesn't give a damn. But Ellie does. Ellie is moving Deus. Are you sure? Shut up, Rico! I'm sure of it. Ellie's trying to save us by moving Deus away from our planet. She's going to sacrifice herself. It can't be. Oh, Ellie. Can't we do anything? We can't just sit here and watch this happen, can we? Wait, there's still something I can do. What is it, Faye? My gear still works. Without Zohar, the power source for your gears, the only gear that now remains active is mine. Just like Deus, my gear and I made contact with Zohar. We're the only ones who can move now. I'm going to go save Ellie. That's absurd. Even if you were able to catch up to Deus, you will not have enough energy to make it back. Even so, I still must go. Ellie's taking the whole burden upon herself. If anything happens to her, I want to be there with her. Hey, just wait a minute. You know I'm not going to stand by and let you commit double suicide, if that's what you're planning. Bart, you better come back alive, you hear me? Is this Yowie? Promise me that you will come back. Then I'll let you go. Oh, Margie, your man's been stolen. Thanks, Bart, I promise. I promise you that I will return into your open, strong arms. You better. Yeah, of course. Alright, then get going. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Deus is a single pixel now. But let's let him go, Sheetan. At this point, Faye's the only one that'll be able to bring Ellie back. There's nothing we can say or do about it. You're right. Faye, keep your promise. No matter what. Faye and Ellie. Both of you. Come back home. We'll be waiting for Chew. I appreciate this. Bart and the rest of you. Well, I better get going now. But don't worry, I'll be back soon. I guess this will be the last journey you and I make together. I'm counting on you, partner. So, in answer to the earlier question, possibly Faye is, like, spiritually, physically, mentally connected to Xenogears to the extent that maybe they're kind of one and the same. Man, I wish this had been a pre-animated cutscene, though. Ellie! Oh? Black hole time? Glory hole! Oh, you're so right, Drum. Oh! Oh. Dang, this was cool music. Where am I? That's Ellie. This must mean that I'm inside of Deus? Not exactly. Whomst? Your actual body is but a physical object. It has merely been absorbed into Deus' outer shell. Only your consciousness is here. Could my consciousness get some pants? Yeah, I have heard they're very sloppy, Paula. What recap, Josh? Of course, the girl you perceive in front of you is also not a true being. Your consciousness is merely creating her image. What? A wave existence? No, that's not you. Who are you? Can't be. Is that you, Krelian? That's right, isn't it? Krelian, it was you who did this to Ellie. Son of a bitch. The path of Sephiroth has been connected. No one can stop God from returning to his world now. It's not done? That wasn't the final boss? Oh my lord. Am I lying about finale twice in a row? Is this where Disc 3 starts? So what have you come here for, Laka?
This is illegal, you know.
I came here to take the person I love back with me, so set Ellie free. The Deus system has been destroyed. It's all over now. So instead I ask you, what are you hoping to achieve now? The time when all things started. The place where all things were one. I am going to return them. Like, the Big Bang? What place? Before the beginning of the universe, in the undulating waves of the higher dimension, all things were one. Kind of. Okay. Again, like the Xenoblade X DLC really leans hard into stuff that I didn't know was there yet, but like this is 100% a thing that happens there. In fact, I just want to see if I can find, because like there's a specific phrase that they use there. And I may or may not have written about it in my absurdly long document. Don't worry about it. The answer is definitely did. Hey, what do you mean 113 pages? What do you mean by this? I just want to... Yeah, there's a thing in Xenoblade X that's referred to as the Rift, which is... It's a space between universes, but it's also where universes connect to each other. I mean, genuinely, Trom, at this point, it might be the best way to get this out. Like, no shade to Max and Elf and Cahill, who are helping me. There's just a lot of stuff here, and they are currently unpaid, so I don't expect anything. It was the wave spilling out from there that created this four-dimensional universe of ours. Humankind and the souls of humankind that were born from there are merely leftovers of those spilled waves. So, you're going back there? Is that what you desired? Also, there's a character called Void in Xenoblade X who has kind of similar desires. It is very clear, explicitly clear if you know what you're looking for, that X connects to Xenogears. Now that's meaningful because X also explicitly connects to Xenoblade 1 and 3, and by implication 2. So X ends up being like the keystone to the whole, to my whole theory that it's all connected. You're going back there? Is that what you desired? Lacan, why such reluctance to become one with the god? What attachment could you possibly have to this wretched old world? You're talking to the wrong man. This isn't Lacan. What meaning can be found in living out such a short existence? Hurting others, hurting yourself, grinding one another down, only to inevitably die and return to dust. Why, everything we could ever desire is here. No need to be troubled by the need for love, for this place is filled with the love of God. I've not lost hope in humans as much as you have, Krelian. Someday humankind will come to understand one another. I sincerely believe that. Thanks, Naruto / Asta / like several shonen protagonists. How can you be so sure? Humans will never come to understand each other. You said that she is the person you love, but can you say that you even truly understand each other? All humans do is place themselves at a comfortable distance from each other, and call that mutual understanding, spiritual unity, or true love, but it is all lies. Also, I am going to say, no chair, but I feel like this is spiritually chair time. Man cannot associate with others without first deceiving themselves. That is the way they were created. But one being's ego can't determine everyone's fate. People have the right to choose their own destiny. That is why humans have free will. And what if that will itself was predetermined? What then? Oh, what folly! Humans are just primitive life forms that have no such thing as free will. Mankind has merely been allowed to live in an imperfect state, as is, as will be. It is for this very reason, because humans have this wretched will or whatnot, that humans must experience sadness and loss. For someone to gain something means another must lose it. It is impossible to make humankind share limited things and affections. So I came to the conclusion that everything must be reverted back to where it all began. To go back to when all was one, waves and nothing else. It is not my human's ego. It is the will of the waves, the will of God. Except that that's not what the wave existence wanted. So, like, you're just objectively wrong. To the extent that the wave existence wanted anything, it just wanted to go back home, which is valid. Well, that's alright too. We don't have to be perfect. Actually, being imperfect makes mankind live by helping each other. That's what being human is. That's mutual understanding. That's unity and love. I'm glad, no, I'm proud to be human. Ellie placed the future, tomorrow, in our hands, based on our choice, and she is working to keep Deus far from our planet. She's also trying to heal your heart, you who wants to journey all alone to be with God. Can't you understand Ellie's feelings? Do you have to become one with God before you're able to comprehend all of this? I understand. I know her feelings as if they were my own. Yes, she and I are one. We don't need God's help. Well then, prove it to me. Show me this power of humans. Show me this love that you say can make you independent of God. I'll show you decent us. Oh? Ah. I'm gonna be honest. If this is like the final fight, I was hoping for one more on-foot fight. But thank you for the deuce, Meaty. I'm so glad we got healed up. Look, I didn't say naked. I may have implied, but I didn't say naked. You all said that. I'm just not disagreeing with you. This does not seem like the most difficult fight in the game. Which, I get. It would suck to beat Deus and then not beat Ouroboros. I know it's got the L, but I'm assuming that that is... Ow. That is a localization thing. I mean, I would still like it. It would make me very happy to have, like... Oh, do you know what would be good? The much-promised friendly sparring match with Ramsus. I would love that. I hope that happens. Faye! I beat your snake lady, Krelian. Does that mean I'm right and you're wrong? Like, I don't think might makes right, but you seem to. Ellie. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Faye. It was Krelian. Krelian released me. No. That wasn't God. I'm not quite sure what that was. Does somebody who knows this game better than me know what we just fought? Like, I know why we fought it. I think maybe it was the last manifestation of, like, the core of Deus, in which case, yes, we did kill God in the nuke. Krelian released me. Krelian? Yes, I came to understand after becoming one with Krelian. You cheated on me with Krelian? You know, I know there's like no genitals shown, but I'm surprised that like these sprites aren't like more censored. It was Miang. You're so right, Nobu. So we killed Miang in the nuke. We killed God in our robots. Yes, I came to understand after becoming one with Krelian. His heart was so full of sadness. That is why he desired for us to become one with God. I don't think he and I is wrong. It just sounds wrong.
Unacceptable!
Correct, Trom. But I'm not the Japanese Standards Board. Because that would be the return to the beginning of everything. He told me, you should be with him. And that is what he said. I see, he already knew. Yes, he already knew how I felt, how you felt. But there was nothing we or he could do. He had no choice but to go forward, even if it meant he lost all feelings, lost everything that was human. Yeah, that's probably it, Josh. For all humankind's sake, there was no going back. Even looking back held too many memories. And he would have just wanted to go back, even though he couldn't. So please forgive him. Krelian loved people more than anyone else. I somehow knew it all along. I just knew he was really that kind of person. No, don't give me this. This is not how the villain gets redeemed. Dude was willing to destroy the planet and literally the entire universe because, oh, he was so kind and he loved people. Oh, shit, don't give me that. No, again, you're pissing me off now. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, I was wrong. What did you do? I thought sacrificing myself in order to save others was the right thing to do. Under the circumstances where you can die and save an entire planet, it is. Like, there is a limit to that. Don't throw away your life needlessly. It was an entire planet, Ellie. This game is pissing me off now. But my actions only brought sadness to all the people who I left behind. Yeah, 8 of us. Oh my lord, the other several billion would never have known, and if they heard your story, they would consider you a hero. No, game is giving me the wrong lesson. And that sadness gave birth to even more sadness. As long as I still live within you, my life is not just mine alone. Yeah, I also would have been sad. It's not a 2 out of 10 ending. It's just a terrible lesson to take. Ellie, that isn't wrong. To sacrifice yourself for others is a noble thing. Even if it were to benefit yourself, it's no problem. There we go. There will always be a person healed, one or the other. Love gains its original shine only when there's an interrelationship between the giver and the receiver. It is incomplete when one or the other is missing. The two are one. What Faye is saying is that if you want to get head, you must be willing to give head. And I think that's just a beautiful thing. It was you, Ellie, who taught me that. I believe that is what it means to be human. I can now understand the true importance of it. I don't know if it's the right answer or not. But we have a lot of time to think about it. There's a non-zero chance my YouTube stream just crashed. Just want to check it. No, it's live and running. It's just my chat temporarily disconnected. We have a lot of time to think about it. What Krellian himself was looking for all along, we will find the answer to it ourselves. Thank you, Faye. Ellie. Animated? Ooh, hell yeah. It's a very Evangelion bit of animation.
Let's return to our planet.
That light. It's the point of contact with our world. But the dimensional shift has already begun. Will we make it in time?
Can you run?
If we're together, I can.
Thank you, censorship lens flare. I think she smiles exactly one time, Meaty, and it was this.
I want me some glory hole.
The point of contact truly is the interdimensional glory hole. Don't look back, Faye. Have you learned nothing from Greek myth? Oh.
Krellian, you.
There's no time. This place is about to be destroyed. Now there is no more God. This is no longer their planet. This is your home planet that you are now standing on.
Krellian, you aren't going, are you?
No.
Just boosting the volume a bit.
Since that time, I have stopped being human. I've committed so many sins that any attempt at living like a human is impossible. The only one who could have forgiven me was God.
That's not true. I know they would understand. There's still plenty of time to atone for your sins. You, of all people, could do it.
Always the peacemaker, eh, Lacan? Perhaps that's what it means to be human. But regardless, I cannot go. It's something I've already decided. I go to walk with God, even if there's no place left for me upon my return. I must go now.
Krelian,
Do you think this is why they can't have babies? Like, this is the
Actually,
the genetic issues they're taking. My map?
I envy you too.
Release the dong cut. Actually, that just sounds like a terrible way to request a circumcision. Oh my god, Bart.
What happened?
waves from the explosion disrupted the ionosphere, making it impossible to get a visual. They were probably caught up in the explosion.
That's a lie! He'll come back. He promised us he would. I know it.
Oh. I wonder if it's different if you've got adult versus kid Emerald. Almost certainly not. I think it's just some dude, Nobu. Oh no, animated Boingu is so good. Oh, give me 3 seasons immediately. I mean, he never didn't have Xenogears, Josh. It was just that his consciousness got brought into the core of things. Although, yeah, how did Xenogears survive an explosion that would have destroyed a planet? Tetsuya Takahashi, you madman. Every Xeno game, I'm assuming Xenosaga as well, ends with a very similar style of song, and it's very interesting. They've nailed a particular style that I like. That was good. That's a good game. That's a really, really solid game. As I said, Disc 2 suffers a lot from chair time. I know why it happened. Yeah, I would love to see a remake of this. But I worry that a remake would be so tempted to change the graphics and or the combat system that I worry it would lose something. Oh my lord. That was so loud. Thank you. Oh my lord. Yes, give us that guitar breakdown, King. That in particular is aggressively 90s. Mid-90s specifically. The more emotional the song, the more likely you were to get an electric guitar solo in the middle. Big robot, Nobu. You really don't need much more than that. There's also a naked dude who fought a machine called God, but I don't think that's very important. You see, Josh, I don't want that. I mean, what I want is to have enough money to buy the rights to this game and get it done the way I want. I mean, Meaty, be the change you want to see in the world. Set up a camera, get you and a couple of friends doing some karate moves in the nude, rotoscope it. I guarantee that that shit will get $1 trillion on Kickstarter. Oh, there is nobody who would be happier. Every cent he has would be spent on that game. That is just like Dragon Ball landscape. That's really interesting. There's like huge mesas. Anyway, chat, that was Xenogears episode 5. I hope you had fun. You absolute madman. Who the fuck introduces a game and at the very end goes, oh. So, here's the thing, Nikki. Only episode 5 is a game. The other episodes, and I think only 2 of them were ever produced in any form, were other media. And they fill in like the origin, the 10,000 plus years before the game takes place. Which is why sometimes it feels like the game has a history that it never tells you, because it does. You were expected to do the homework before you got here. Oh, absolutely crazy. Anyway, chat, thank you so much for joining me. That was wonderful. I'm very, very glad I did that. And yeah. It really is, Josh. Oh. what is it with Nier Drakengard? There's like a musical that's canon to the story, or like a stage play. Yeah, a stage play. No, but there was like there's a plot relevant book. Oh, and you want to know? I love Tetsuya Takahashi, who is the director, the screenwriter, the person who did all of this. You want to know what's the word? A certain kind of hubris. Do you want to know the kind of project name for this whole thing that concludes with Xenogears Episode 5? It was called Perfect Works. That is just asking to never finish. But I will say, I had a lot of fun. I'm so glad I did this because it was a big thing missing. Like, I'm the Xeno man, and I didn't know the Xeno thing, one of the big Xeno things. Now, at some point, I need to do the biggest Xeno thing, but oh my lord. I don't know if I currently have the energy to do Xenosaga anytime in the near future. But what I can do is I can raid Winter. Hey, Nikki, remember what I just said? Yeah, I vaguely remember that, Nobu, but yeah, they just don't go into detail. Anyway, don't worry, Xenosaga will happen eventually. It has to. But yeah, thank you so much. This has been truly wonderful. My next stream will be Sunday, 2:30 Eastern Time, playing more Barony with Max and Clover, because honestly, I continue to really, really enjoy the game. That's fantastic and hilarious, Josh. Oh no, Nobu, don't complain. Nier Automata is one of my favorite games of all time, and even including this, is my favorite giant robot game that I played. And it's not close. Anyway, next week, Tuesday, 5:30 Eastern Time, I am starting Thief, the original, from, I think, like 99 or something. Such a good game. Played a bunch of it. Watched my brother beat it, but never beat it myself. I'm so excited for it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, whatever time zone it is for you. Say hi to Winter for me. And I'll see you around in a future stream. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.